Okay, we are live with the expansion, or not the expansion, with Final Fantasy. Now, Shadow of the Erdtree reviews are out, and it is making some big waves with the reviews. The reviews for it are extremely positive, to the point where, you know how I was saying how people, there were not rumors, there were discussions about Shadow of the Erdtree is probably going to be Game of the Year. At first I was like, that's impossible, it's DLC. A DLC can't win Game of the Year. And I still stand by that opinion. I know that's definitely an opinion. I still don't think that a DLC should be allowed to win Game of the Year. But who knows? Maybe it ends up winning Game of the Year. But according to what people are saying that Shadow of the Erdtree is so good that it is better than a lot of fully fledged games. The amount of content in it. It is easily 40-hour plus content in the DLC. And how it interacts and expands the base game is incredible. So that being said, it's probably going to be a significant upgrade for those that are considering getting it. So I'm definitely going to be playing it at launch. I have already pre-ordered it. I am ready to go into the Shadow of the Erdtree literally on the Thursday that it's available, or the Friday that it's available. Now, unfortunately for me, you guys know how these game releases go. They come out on Thursday evening, or late Thursday into early morning Friday, and every time I have Thursdays, so for those that are new to the channel, every Thursdays I do the weekly live stream, which is basically Tech Thursdays. That's what my regular viewers typically look forward to on this channel, which is all things tech related. Sometimes we talk about games, game releases for the month, the week, etc. But it's mostly focused on technology. So specifically building PCs. That's usually what my core content on this channel is all about. But Shadow of the Erdtree comes out, I want to say it's like Thursday evening in North America. If you're on console, I think it comes out later in the evening. But man, I can't wait to play that. I was watching some of the reviews just now before going live so I could talk a little bit about it. But it is probably going to be... Shadow of the Erdtree went from being kind of like, okay, I'm looking forward to playing it, to now this has become like my most anticipated game. Right alongside Dragon's Dogma 2 and Dawntrail. Those are like the three big games. I gotta look at my full list for this year, but pretty much all the games that I want to play are coming out now, or they came out back in January or February. Like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Dragon's Dogma 2, I think that was what, March? So it's like, as far as I'm concerned, I've already played the majority of the games that I want to play. So, which is good, because it means the second half of the year I can devote the time and resources to technology related stuff. In this case, Zen 5, maybe RTX 50 series, although RTX 50 series is probably going to be very stupid expensive, and possibly Battle Mage, RDNA 4, if those things decide to show up, if and when. So that's going to be the focus of the content for the second half of the year. Whereas right now, it's pretty gaming heavy, I would say. There's a lot of games. Like, PAX Day came out in early access today. But from what I've seen, it looks extremely disappointing. So I will not be bothering with that game for now. Early access is always very, very hit or miss. At least in my opinion and my experience. The only early access game that I have purchased is Palworld. And that was it. That was the only one that showed promise. But it's early access, so it still has a ways to go before you see what it's fully capable of. Sometimes early access can be a real gamble, though, for developers. I feel like early access can either make a game really shine and allow it to be very successful financially, or it can actually hurt it and detract from its total units sold over the course of the game's lifespan. But for the most part, I think early access does help. But it really just kind of depends on whether the game is actually good. See, it always comes down to, is the game actually fun to play? Is it actually good? It kind of depends on the type of gamer you are, though, at the end of the day. But I feel like a lot of these games, they have this type of camera angle. And I feel like a good game is easy to pick up and learn, but very hard to master. I think that's kind of the sign of a truly great game. So a couple things that we're gonna do to prepare for Dawntrail, because next week there's not a lot of time to play to play Final Fantasy Endwalker, since we are at the very end of time for this game. The game will go into like a 48-hour maintenance 2 days before early access begins, which means if you're going to prepare for Dawntrail and you're going to prepare your Wanderer's Tales, for example, which is what I'm about to do, you're going to want to do that this week, starting today, and have that ready to go if you're planning on playing through the main story as a Pictomancer or a Viper. So that's what we're about to do here. Oh, I need to check. What's my... Oh, I'm getting close to maxing out my reputation on this beast tribe. Yeah, we'll probably do it tomorrow at 60. I'll be 680 or 1680. Yeah, we're gonna max reputation tomorrow and finish this beast tribe. Okay, now what we're gonna do, we are going to go to Idleshire and pick up a new Wanderous Tales. But the more I watch those Shadow of the Erdtree reviews, the more I just want to play Shadow of the Erdtree. It's like, give me the game now. Why'd they make the reviews go live today? Why not, like, Thursday? You know what I'm saying? Like, now it's like it's building up the hype. What, 48 hours? We are 48 hours away from Shadow of the Erdtree. Wait, where's Wonder? This is not Wondrous Tales. We're at the precipice of anticipation. There is a lot of people here. See what I mean? This is the time to prepare. This is the time to do the things. All right, we're going to go in here, talk to Chloe, get the Wondrous Tales, hand over a journal. This journal is old and dusty, smelly. Okay, well, give me a new one then. I need a new one. Exchange. How do I get a new one? Ask about Wondrous Tales. Wait, no, where do I... Oh, receive a new one. Yeah. Receive a new journal. Okay. This place is popping off. I've never seen this many people in Idleshire in literally 5 years. And it's all because they're all preparing. They're all preparing. They can't play Elden Ring, or they can't play Shadow of the Erdtree, and they can't play Dawntrail, but we're literally, what, a week and a half away now from Dawntrail, and we're literally 48 hours away from Shadow of the Erdtree. This is the moment in the year where gaming is at the most hyped moment for the year. Because it's pretty much like summer vacation. This is the time that people are going to be playing Final Fantasy 14, or they're going to be playing Elden Ring. Like, perfect timing, man. These developers, they know what they're doing. Okay, so we need to do the Wanderer's Tales. Let's see. You want to get... Okay, this is, what, 3? If I change to Gunbreaker... Or no, if I change to, like, Well, let's see what we have to do. I need to get, what, 9 seals. And this is worth half a level? Use second chance points. Okay, first of all, Cloud Deck Extreme. I'm not gonna do that. Jade, Stoa, what is that? That's, Heaven Sword, Nidhogg's, Rage. Can I second chances? These are terrible choices. Bowl of Embers is easy. Amphitheater, I think I can solo that. Complete the following category. Deep Dungeons. Does that mean I just need to do one of them? Anabaseos, 9, 10. Okay, so what do I do? I forgot how to do this. Hey, Matt, what's going on? I haven't done Wanderer's Tales in years. I forgot how this works. I think I need to do 4, or I guess I need to do a bunch of these until I do 9. 2, 4, 6, 8. So there's 16. I need to do 9 of these. Complete a duty in the following category. Level 50. Complete a duty in the following category. Level 61 to 69. So that'll be 1, 2... 3. So this would take care of like 3 of them. Then the Ancient Labyrinth, that's 4. Rabanastre, that's 5. Alexander the Creator? Why do I have to do this? Eden's Promise? These are some terrible choices. I got some really lousy ones. Alright, let's try to knock some of these out just to test how this is gonna go. I'm going to try to knock some of these out real quick. But this is the moment, this is the time of the year where gaming is like at its most anticipated moment. Because there's already people declaring Shadow of the Erdtree as Game of the Year. And I think that's very controversial to claim a DLC gets to be Game of the Year. There's too many people that are saying that it's Game of the Year, it's Game of the Year. A DLC is going to be Game of the Year. I'm still of the opinion that that's not possible. Like, no matter how good the DLC is, you can't make a DLC Game of the Year. Like, I don't know. I don't care what the game is. As much as I want to play Shadow of the Erdtree, that shouldn't be allowed to be Game of the Year. But there's already people saying that it's Game of the Year. But maybe it's their personal Game of the Year. And who knows, maybe it'll be my personal Game of the Year. Dragon's Dogma 2 is still my candidate for Game of the Year. Personally, but who knows? Maybe Shadow of the Erdtree will dethrone it and take its place. All I know is that game is getting like 9.6, 10 out of 10. Like everything. Your company gave you Juneteenth off. Shadow of the Erdtree doesn't really... I know, right? Like, that's so dumb. It's like Shadow of the Erdtree should be out today. For real, it should be out today. I would not be logging into this if Shadow of the Erdtree was available now. That's hilarious, Roller. You have tomorrow off, and we're still like 48 hours away from Shadow of the Erdtree. That's hilarious. Oh man, that's funny. That is too funny. All right, what do I gotta do here? Bowl of Embers, Extreme. I'm gonna do this unsynced, easy mode. Wait, easy mode. I know, right? Where is the game? I want to play the game now. Did I DPS? Is my DPS too fast for this guy? I think he has to do his thing, right? If I remember correctly, I have to let Ifrit do his thing, otherwise... I can't remember if I can kill him fast enough. Do I get to skip that stuff? Okay, never mind. I guess you don't have to. That took 42 seconds. Alright. That was easy. The thing is, that's what I'm doing. This is my strategy, right? Like, I've already prepared Elden Ring for Shadow of the Erdtree, so I'm ready to go. So while I can't play for the next 48 hours, I'm gonna log into Final Fantasy and I'm gonna do all the prep for Dawntrail, for the expansion for this game, because basically all of next week is Shadow of the Erdtree. Then the following weekend. So here's my, let me go over kind of the schedule here. So we got Tech Thursdays on the 20th, and then I've got Shadow of the Erdtree after that. So the 21st, that's Shadow of the Erdtree, 22nd, 23rd, all that's Shadow of the Erdtree. I think I'm going to log into Final Fantasy like a week from today to do whatever I need to do just to finalize some stuff right before the maintenance. Because this game, Final Fantasy, will be down for 48 hours. That's literally 2 days. So the amount of time that we have to wait from now until Shadow of the Erdtree, next week, we have to wait the same amount of time to be able to play Dawntrail. So there's going to be a lot of Shadow of the Erdtree next week, as far as I'm concerned. And then once I burn myself out on that for like a week of that stuff, then it's going to be Dawntrail for like a week. And it's going to be like sweaty mode, gamer, hardcore, try-hard mode on Dawntrail for like 72 hours straight. I might do another 5-day fast on Dawntrail because I'm taking off from work to play the expansion. So, like, I don't know. We'll see how Erdtree goes. I don't think I need to take off work for Erdtree because it's not as long. This game is going to be the one that I devote probably a good 200, 300 hours to. So, we'll see. Alright, I got that one out of the way. Now we gotta do this one. You still have time to get a sick note from the doctor? Using your time wisely. What's using the time wisely? Oh, I guess what I said earlier, like doing the prep and doing all this stuff quick. Man, Shiva's got a lot more HP than Ifrit. I'm not even dealing any damage to her. I need to kill these things. Hey, Gershon. So this is like, for me, this is kind of like how I handled Lords of the Fallen. The last time I devoted a whole bunch of time to playing games was last October for Lies of P and Lords of the Fallen. But mostly Lords of the Fallen, because Lords of the Fallen is still my game of the year for 2023. That was my personal favorite game of last year. And I think Hogwarts Legacy was like my third favorite game. Or second favorite. I'm trying to remember the whole list. There was a lot of games last year though. Way more than this year. Okay, that's 2. Now we need to do a deep dungeon. So for that, Is there anybody running that? Heaven on High? Do I have a character that's level 71? Unfortunately, Samurai is not level 71. I can't do that. I can take Dragoon into the other one. Is it any deep dungeon? Deep dungeons. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. So we need to do, well, I'll do that later. Let's do level 50. Level 50 dungeon. In order for me to do that, I need to play as a level 50 character, and I don't have one. 61 through 69? 61 through 69. I could take Samurai into level, or I could take the Dragoon into level. I'll probably take Dragoon into level, get this one. Or I can run Labyrinth or Rabanastre. These are so boring. Alexander the Creator. That one I can do unsynced. Alexander the Creator. Is it any of them? Complete the following category. Alexander the Creator. Basically any of these? Doesn't have to be Savage. Okay, just whatever. This one? Okay. I'm just going to solo as much of these as possible. Knock these out of the way. Because here's my strategy. This is my strategy. You prepare this thing ahead of time. Turn it in. So I'm going to get up very, very early on the 28th, I believe. Yeah. Next Friday. Not this Friday, next Friday. This Friday is going to be all Shadow of the Erdtree. But next Friday, I'm going to get up very early, get into the server, get past all the queue login, because it's probably going to be a bad queue login to get in. So I'm going to try to be at the front of the line, get in, turn in this Wondrous Tales thing, that's half a level, then go into either Eureka Orthos or Boja, and sit in there for like 5 hours, get level 90, then proceed to do the expansion. Then I'm probably going to repeat the same process the following day for the Pictomancer. And that's basically my strategy for how I'm going to handle the first 2 days of early access. So by the time the game is actually out, I'll already be well into the actual content for this expansion. I don't remember how to do this fight. Oh wait, he's doing something. I need to get that thing away from there. I don't even know what's happening right now. Oh, am I supposed to grab this thing? Or not. Okay. I'm just gonna see if I can burn this thing down so fast that I skip all the mechanics. Goodbye. Okay, that took 2.5 minutes. Took a little bit longer than I expected, but that was supposed to be an 8-man endgame raid. So, let's see, does he drop anything useful? No, I'll probably throw away all this stuff. What actually draws you to this game? You're showing it makes the game sound boring. Really? You don't like it? Well, it's an MMO, for one thing. So I guess it's an acquired taste. So 1, 2, 3. I just need to complete 6 more of these. I'm not doing Cloud Deck, even though that's my favorite fight in the entire game. I have to find a group for that one. I can't do that one solo. Nidhogg's Rage. Let's see. 1. I can do this. That's 3. That'll put me at 6. 7. 8. And then I just need to figure out which one of these I want to do. And I think we're good. That was it. That's all. So I can do the 91 now with other players. Yeah, let's do Nidhogg's Rage, actually. That's another one I can solo. I want to get all the ones that I can just steamroll through out of the way. I think I could do it... Hold on. Nidhogg's Rage. Is it this one? Or is it the... I can't tell if it's the EX. Oh, it's the EX. Oh, okay. I think I can solo this. This one can probably be soloed, or it'll require me to get somebody else to help me with it. Well, I guess to answer your question, what draws me to this game? So earlier on, when I first started this game, the community, I used to play with a lot of people in a guild. My guild is kind of dead right now, but that isn't to say that a lot of them are going to come back in the next couple of weeks to play the expansion. So there's the community aspect of it. This game does not have a toxic community. I think that's another very good aspect compared to like a MOBA game like League of Legends, for example, which has probably one of the most toxic communities in existence. So there's that. The game also, so I'm a big fan of the Final Fantasy series. If you haven't already figured that out, considering how I played Final Fantasy 16 last year. So I like the Final Fantasy series as a whole. And I guess the other thing is the game has an excellent soundtrack. So it's got great music. It's got a great... the story is okay. The story has its high points and low points, as any RPG. But it's kind of the whole package, I would say. Aurora with the sub. Thanks for the sub. I'm always surprised when people sub to the channel while live, because sometimes, most of the time, the people that are subscribing to the channel, they're not watching me live. They're watching like a YouTube video and they subscribe from a YouTube video. That's the weird thing about YouTube compared to like a Twitch channel or something. I just realized that looks kind of like a dragon eye. So this used to be an extremely hard fight that required 8 people to do. But because it's a level 60 fight and I'm a level 90 character, I can basically face roll, steamroll through the entire thing by myself. There. That took 3 minutes flat to do. Alright, so that is 4 out of 9. I reached 10k subs. Yeah, you missed it. I think it happened last week before the last. Well, actually, it was last week. We hit 10K subs. I think it was actually before the last Tech Thursdays. Okay, let's do. I can't do this. I did that one. We're gonna have to do the boring ones now. So I'm gonna have to queue up for Ancient Labyrinth. It's so boring. Okay, we're gonna do let's do Anabaseos, because that one's also always very fun. 9th or 10th circle. And this one we have to do with other people. So 9th or 10th. So these two. Less than 5-minute wait time. So that would get me to 5. Then I need to do a deep dungeon and these two. That would get me to 6, 7, 8. And I need to do one of these and we're done. Alright, that was not a long wait at all. That was way less than 5 minutes. There's people doing this stuff like crazy right now. Everybody's spamming all of this. Okay, here we go. We got double White Mage and double Gunbreaker. and we got a new person too. I need those actually. Thancred Stand-in. Wait, what? This dude's name is Thancred He literally made his character look like one of the main characters in the game. That's hilarious. Thancred Stand-in. We're fighting Pandemonium himself. He's basically Dr. Octopus from Spider-Man if he was a spider. With Mr. Freeze's face. Why is everybody way back there? Like, why are they all afraid? They're all standing at the back. I'll go here. Whatever. The first raid tier for this expansion was a bunch of like, it was opera music. Then they went with rock. Now they went with EDM. It's like the music gets more and more like modern the further you go into the raid. Is this guy wanting to go? What the heck? He wants to like solo it. I'm supposed to help him, but he runs away from me. We're doing good at Reaper, struggling a little bit. Everybody to me. Across the bridge. He's gonna do touchdown. Wow, we got the same pattern every time. I thought he was gonna do the one with the donut.
Stay where you are. Prepare yourselves to leave.
Yeah, these type of games though, like, I would say this is still probably, this and World of Warcraft are still, unfortunately, these two games are still the best MMOs as far as I'm concerned. I'm not aware of any MMO that's better than this or World of Warcraft. Now, that might be an opinionated statement, but I think games like ESO and the Star Wars MMO, those are basically dead. Like, I don't think those are relevant anymore.
Special cells.
Oh boy, why did, what the, go to that one, dude. I think that one's the donut. Oh wait, no, it's still not the donut. What the?
Wet like unto chains. These bars are unbreakable. Stay where you are. Wet like unto chains.
This is like this is like late 90s, early 2000s EDM music. It's got like EDM, but it's with a xylophone. All right, that was that. And I actually can use this stuff too. Actually, if somebody else wants that, well, okay. Man, my inventory is almost completely full. We're gonna have to dump some of this stuff. Okay, so, I'm trying to think. They haven't announced anything. They haven't announced any new motherboards for Zen 5 as far as I'm concerned, other than the ones that were shown off at CES, or not CES, at Computex, which honestly they didn't really show a whole lot of interesting motherboards. I was a little bit disappointed by that, but I would expect a month from now we'll start seeing a lot more motherboards, because I do want to make some videos on block diagram analysis of certain boards for those that are interested in upgrading to a DDR5 platform. And we're going to kind of look at that and do a deep dive on some of those. Because that's the thing, like some people, they might need a lot of NVMe and SATA and stuff like that. And that's kind of the main thing that I feel X870 E will differentiate itself from the standard X870. That being said, I do think there's going to be a lot of X870. With the current AMD motherboards, there's a lot of B650, and there's not a whole lot of X670. There's X670E, but those are really expensive. And X670, there hasn't really been a whole lot of different options. I think we're going to see a lot more X870 this time around, because that's essentially B650E, and I think the single chipset-based motherboard is going to be more cost-effective versus the dual chipset motherboard, which was what X670 was. Alright, so let's queue up for Ancient Labyrinth or the Royal City, and we're going to go in as a Sage. I haven't played as Sage in a while. In fact, I think I forgot how to play as Sage. So we're going to learn. We're going to use these two 24-man raids to remember how to play this. Labyrinth, we're going to queue for that, and I'm going to queue for the Royal City. I think these are the two, right? I don't want to queue for the wrong ones. Royal City and the Labyrinth of the Ancients. Less than 5 minutes because I'm queuing up as a healer. No one wants to play healer. So that's the trick. You always go where there's the demand. You fill the spot where there's demand so that you don't have to wait around. You skip all the lines if you choose the role that no one's wanting to play for that content. Unless you just straight up refuse to play certain roles. Like, I'm open to playing as healer, tank, or DPS. Doesn't really matter. I'll play all of them. I think tank is the easiest one. But a lot of players are kind of hardcore on their DPS role. And they don't want to play as tank no matter what. Sometimes they just can't because they need to queue up for a certain job to fulfill some sort of objective. So that's one of the reasons why. Or they just need to level up that job. Wow, that was quick. Alright, so that's one of them. Then we have to do Royal City. So if I get done with this pretty quick, we're going to go into Elden Ring. And I'm going to do some Elden Ring stuff on stream. I'm surprised to learn that in Shadow of the Erdtree, they're using kind of a different leveling system. They're basically using, from what I understand, the leveling system in Elden Ring is the Sekiro leveling system. Whereas the base game had your typical Dark Souls style leveling. I just realized that my hotbar is all messed up. Why are all these buttons messed up? Well, luckily we're going into some casual friendly content because I don't have any of my moves prepared for this. My hotbar is all messed up. Igirio, Swift Cast. What is this? Restores HP of your own party members. Restores target HP. That needs to go there. This needs to go here. Grants 4 stacks of this. Gradually restores HP of everybody. Restores HP of own and of allies. Wow. Okay. I gotta figure out where my moves are. Cardia. This is because we're playing on Threadripper. People are probably like, how come your buttons are all messed up? Well, it's because I haven't played as a Sage on Threadripper before, and everything is all, like, default. It's like, oh, we're just doing a 24-man raid. It's like, I don't have any of my moves ready right now. It's like, it's okay. It's all good. This isn't Molten Core. Where's my... I'm trying to find my dot. Where's the dot? This? Is this it? No, this is, Wait, where is the dot? Deals unexpected damage. Cardia. Okay, I need to give this to the tank, right? No. Where's the... Oh, there it is. Okay. So that's Cardia. And then... I haven't played as Sage since 2021. So it's been a... Or 2022. It's been a while. It's been like 2.5 years. So I have to read all the descriptions. But I guess that's another thing that's fun about this game. Like, if you like the different classes, jobs, that's the thing that's cool. Like, if you like that kind of thing, like playing as a Sage or a Paladin versus like a Rogue or a Dark Knight or a Ninja or a Summoner, a Black Mage, White Mage, Red Mage, etc. Is that the dot? I can't find my dot. Thankfully, the other healer's healing, because I haven't been. I'm reading my buttons to figure out what to do, and I haven't done anything. I've just been spamming random attacks as a healer. I've been DPSing even though I'm a healer, so it's like I haven't really been doing my job. Okay, let's see. This is a heal. Oh, no, that's a shield. That's not a heal. Where's the heal? This one. How the equipment works. If I switch classes, do I have to farm specific equipment all over again? So there's healer gear, there's tank gear, there's DPS gear. So the gear is based off of the role, but there's also job specific gear. So for example, there's an armor set that only works on the Sage, but then there's an armor set that's for the Scholar. But then there's an armor set like what I'm wearing right now. This outfit. I know the sleeves don't match with the robe, but the this is healer gear. So a Sage, I'm playing as a Sage, so the Sage can wear this outfit, but so can a Scholar or a White Mage or an Astrologian. Basically, this robe is for any healer based class. So it's based off of the class, but there's also job specific gear as well. See, like, for example, I'm going to roll on the drops. So the Onion Mask drop. So this is for a Dragoon, a Lancer, or a Reaper. So this is not eligible. Like, I can't wear this on this job. But I could wear it on my Dragoon. So let's see, do I have one? Okay, I'm going to greed it. And this is healer gear. These boots, but I already have them, so I'm going to pass. I don't need them again, so I'm just going to pass. I'm not going to roll on them. So it's basically like any MMO, right? Like when gear drops in a raid, you can roll on it. If you need it, you roll need. If you don't need it, you greed. And if you don't want it at all, you just pass. Crystal Tower. You love losing half your actions and abilities to level sync. Well, we're doing this on purpose because I'm doing Wondrous Tales right now. So I'm prepping my Viper for Dawntrail. So the only reason why I'm in here right now, and we're going to run Rabanastre, the level 70 raid next, is because my Wondrous Tales told me I need to run Labyrinth of the Ancients and the Royal City of Rabanastre. So we're going to do the level 71 next. And I'm playing as a Sage, and I forgot how to play, and my hotbar is all messed up. And why am I stuck on a post? Okay. Man, people are like, what is this healer doing? Like, why is he, like, so far behind? What's going on? Is he just, you know, like, why am I playing healer? I'm just not gonna do anything. Okay, I'm just gonna DPS because, okay, I'm gonna stand here. Because that's what I'm supposed to do. See, Sage has this weird, like, my weapon are these Gundam wing style things. That's what the Sage uses to fight with. And see, okay, this dude right here, okay, look at this. This rabbit, this bunny girl, she is a scholar. She's the other healer. So she's a scholar. I normally play Scholar, so that one I actually know how to play. Sage, I completely forgot how to play. And then this dude over here with the unicorn on his head, the mustache guy right there, that is the summoner. So he is a DPS caster who summons, like, deities and stuff to fight for him. So that's a spellcaster DPS. And then the girl over there, she was the Scholar. So she has a little fairy. This little fairy that's flying around is her little helper that helps her heal. Sage is pretty cool because Sage has like some Gundam Wing style moves and stuff. So it's really weird. It's a healer that has like Gundam style movement. But yeah, the gear and the weapons are obviously going to be job specific, but the gear is class specific most of the time. However, there is specific gear that's exclusive to the Sage or exclusive to the Scholar. Okay, I'm invulnerable. I can't damage that thing. So only the ones who are in the ghost mode. I like how these people are like at recess. They aren't even helping, not even doing anything. They're just like chilling and talking the whole time while there's a raid fight going on. That's great. Although I'm not doing a whole lot better. To their credit, I'm not doing much better. So alright, let me try to be useful and DPS, even though I'm playing as a healer, because I forgot all my heal combos. So I'm just gonna do damage the whole time and play like I'm a Shadow Priest from WoW Classic. How about that? Because that's exactly what the Sage makes me think of. Sage reminds me of Shadow Priest from WoW. Alright, these fights are over so fast that people could just casually just do nothing the whole time except press buttons and then things just die and you just progress. It's hilarious. Okay, this one, I don't have that either, so I'm just gonna greed on that. I like how I'm the last person here. Everybody's like moving on and I'm just still here. I'm just still in the room by myself talking. At least my computer is so fast that I load in way faster than others, so I can still catch up to everybody. Did you level all the jobs on one character? You can do that. I have two characters. I have an alt and I have this character. And the reason why I do that is because I get double tomes for the weekly. So I can, for example, if I'm like tryharding on raids and stuff, I can gear one character and do the weekly cap and gear them for the appropriate job. And then on my other character, I can basically do a whole nother set of the weekly cap for the tomes. And basically I can gear two characters or two jobs simultaneously per week. Versus if you have one character, you can only gear one job per week when the raid content is relevant. Now, that's really like a extreme try-hard mentality, we'll say. If you're playing casually, it doesn't really matter. You don't need to have alts. The other reason why I have two characters as opposed to one character... Oh, I really need to heal these guys. That doesn't look good. I need to do something. At least heal the tank. Why is the Scholar getting smacked in the face? The tank is not doing a good job of pulling aggro. Okay, I'm trying to remember how to do my dot. My dot apparently is a level 66 move, so that explains why I can't do it, because I'm level 50. Wait, I need to Cardian this guy, I think. Oh, I'm gonna die. Here, just spam heal. Level sync, yeah, level sync moment. Exactly. I like how all the AoEs just randomly decided to target me because I mass healed everyone. So I just generated a bunch of aggro. But yeah, you don't have to have multiple characters. The one thing I was going to say about having an alt character, the good thing about it is you get double the amount of retainers without having to pay for extra retainers from the MOG station. That's the other thing. Because you're limited to 2 retainers per character. Now, you can buy 2 more retainers, you know, with money, but I don't bother doing that. There's no reason to do that. Technically, you can do everything with 2 retainers, but I kind of have 4 retainers because I have 2 characters. So that way I get, like, double the amount of inventory. That's the other reason why I have 2 characters. But it kind of, it has its drawbacks because, like, if you, for example, if you go through the story on one character, you're going to have to repeat the story on the second character. So it can potentially duplicate the amount of hours that you have to devote to the game. However, on the second character, you basically skip all the cutscenes and skip everything. So you basically just speed run your way through the second time around. So it's not really that big of a deal. Oh boy. Probably one of my favorite collabs with Final Fantasy was the Monster Hunter collab. I feel like Monster Hunter World had the better collab compared to Final Fantasy. Like the Monster Hunter World content in this game is pretty lame compared to the DLC or the collaboration content from this game into Monster Hunter World. Retainers are basically like extra inventory. You basically give them all your excess stuff that you don't want to throw away. Think of them like a bank from World of Warcraft. Think of it like the bank system in WoW. That's essentially what your retainers are. They're your bank. You can give them gil. You can let them hold on to your excess gil. You can let them hold on to your excess gear that you want to keep for glamour or whatever. Or other jobs you haven't leveled up yet. That's what the retainers are. You get 2 per character. So if you have an alt, you get 4 retainers, if you think about it that way. Alright, this is the final boss. So is someone gonna go, or do I need to pull as a healer? And then probably get one shot? You wanted to say thanks for the Dawntrail benchmark. You just moved from the 4080 to the XTX. You're moving to Linux, and the 14 is your priority game. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Does it run on Linux? Does Final Fantasy? Oh, are you dual booting into Windows to run Final Fantasy, or does Final Fantasy actually run on Linux? As far as I was aware, it's on Mac, but it's not on Linux. Or does it actually run on Linux? Okay. That's cool. I did not know that. I had no idea that Final Fantasy runs on Linux. Okay, Prognosis is available. I completely forgot how to play Sage, though. I feel so dumb playing this role. This job, not knowing what, like, all my hotbar on my Threadripper PC, everything's messed up. Like, I have to rebind everything. Because we're playing this on Threadripper right now, for those wondering. And we're encoding the stream using a Radeon Pro W7500 professional card. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of Dawntrail. I might do a follow-up video for performance benchmarks for the actual game as opposed to the benchmark tool itself. So, because that's something that I've gotten some comments. People were curious to know, you know, how does the game run on in the actual, like, how does the game run as opposed to how the benchmark runs? Oh, he's gonna do Ancient Flare again. Can he die fast enough though? I'm afraid. Okay, I was like, I'm almost out. I don't know about this, guys. Okay. Let's see, do I have any of this stuff? I don't need that. I don't have this thing. Oh, I actually don't have that one. The Royal Vest. I can glamour that. I'll just greed these people. Oh, I don't have any inventory space. Man, I literally don't have any inventory space. I have to throw away these Alexander raid things. I have no inventory. How did I... It's because of the Alexander raid. I need to throw this away. I have a Hades weapon coffer from running Hades the other day. Hades EX. I got 3 commendations despite literally doing nothing the whole time. That's because everybody always gives commendations to the healer, and if not the healer, the tank. So I just got like commendations for doing nothing. Wow. That's so funny. I gotta clean my inventory before I queue up for the next one of these. It'll be so bad. I can't pick up any loot. I don't know how to play this job. I'm like completely playing as a terrible scrub right now. I don't remember any of the moves. I don't know any of the heal combos. Like I'm trying to figure out like what was the one. Here's my 90-second cooldown. Here's Zoe. Here's Excole, Torocole, Pepsis, Philegma 3, Soteria, Numa, Durocule. What language is this? Panhaima, Holos, Rhizomata. It sounds like some kind of some European language. So in Endwalker, you're seeing 1-to-1 performance between that. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna see much of a difference. You will see much of you will see the XTX will pull ahead when you're out in the field. But if you go into a city, like right now we're in Idleshire, and there's a ton of people logging in right now because they're all doing what I'm doing. They're basically spamming Wondrous Tales to prepare for Viper and Pictomancer, because that's my strategy, right? Like I'm gonna play the expansion. I'm gonna play Dawntrail as a Viper the first time through. I'm going to experience the story from start to finish as a Viper. Now, unfortunately, the Viper starts at level 80, which means, and Dawntrail is level 90 to 100, which means the first 10 levels you have to go through old content. And this is why Marcelo was like, I'm making the game sound boring or terrible by saying stuff like that. Well, that's part of the fun. Like, the grind is part of the weird challenge, as terrible as that sounds. So you try to strategize. Like, what's the fastest way to speed level a Viper or a Pictomancer from 80 to 90 in less than 8 hours? That is the name of the game. So my strategy is I'm going to do Wondrous Tales. I'm prepping it today, and I'm going to turn it in as a Viper when Early Access goes live. And that's going to give me half of my EXP bar from 80 to 81. Then I'm going to do the Arcasodra, aka the Elephant People. I'm going to do their Beast Tribe quests. Then I'm going to do the Fairy Beast Tribe quests. Those 6 quests together should either get me straight to 81 or very close to 81. Then we're going to go and do any random side quests or fate assuming I need to close out level 81. Once I hit level 81, now I have a multitude of options. I can either dungeon spam, but unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to have a group ready to do that, because that really only works if you have a pre-made group. Like, if you're playing with 3 other friends, and the problem is, none of the people that I play with are going to be doing dungeons as a tank. And that's the problem. Like, you're going to have a tank to run you through the dungeons. And I don't think anybody who's going to play the expansion on their tank wants to waste 8 hours running old dungeons. See, that's not fair to them. So I get that. Like, I'm cool with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm either going to go into Boja and do Southern Front, which is going to be mind-numbingly boring, or, which is probably what I'll do in reality, or I can do Eureka Orthos, the Deep Dungeon, alternatively, which I will try that to see if there's a lot of people doing that. If no one's doing that, then I'll just go to Boja. That's basically my strategy. Sit in Boja for like 5 hours or whatever. Maybe do some Fate grinding. I'm really hoping that people decide to do Fate grinding as opposed to Boja, but I don't know if Fate grinding will be a thing in the start, because most people have already completed the shared fates, myself included. But I really, it's depressing to think about having to run Boja for like 5 to 9 hours, depending on how lucky you are. But yeah, it sounds terrible, but at the same time, it is what it is, and it's one of those things where it's like, everyone's going through that same experience simultaneously, so it doesn't feel that bad, because it's one of those things where it's like, oh, everybody's just dealing with the grind. The people who are playing as Picto and Viper are just experiencing it as a group. I mean, it's no different from how it was in the previous expansion, where I was playing as a Reaper and Sage, and I went into Boja, and it was the same deal. You literally had Sages and Reapers exclusively everywhere, just grinding levels non-stop. It was pure chaos. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this time around that becomes different, because at least last time you had a healer and you had a DPS. The Reaper is a DPS, the Sage is a healer. This time, you're going to have a Viper, which is a DPS, and a Pictomancer, which is another DPS. So you have no healer, and you have, in addition to having no tank. So I don't know how these Boja fights are going to go, because there's no tank to tank the CR, the critical engagement, or the CE fights, and you have no healer. So it's like, you literally just have DPS everywhere, so whoever grabs aggro is pretty much dead. So it's gonna be really weird this time around. So I almost question how viable Boja's gonna be without any healers or tanks. So at least last time we had a healer. This time we have nothing. So and it's 10 levels higher, so you're using level 70 to 80 content to level from 80 to 90. It sounds really bad. So the more I talk about it, the more it sounds horrible. It just sounds terrible. But we'll see how it goes. Worst case scenario, I imagine I'll end up running Eureka Orthos. I have a feeling Eureka Orthos is going to start popping off in early access, because people are going to figure out that that's the path of least resistance compared to Boja, because Boja only really works if you have at least somebody to tank the critical. If you have no tank, I don't even know how that's going to work. Now, if you have people in there that have the essences, then you could potentially have a character playing as a Viper tank, the boss, but I still question how viable that will be in a long fight, because you literally have no healer. So even if you're a DPS can tank, you have very little survivability without any heals. So we'll see how it goes. Sage is not an intuitive class to learn. Boja must have been chaos. Well, okay, it was chaos, but at least you had heals. This time around, it's going to be chaos with no heals. So Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know how relevant it'll be or how viable it'll be, but I think there's going to be a bunch of people that are still going to do it. So, we'll see. So let me put this stuff up on the market board here. We'll charge like 10 gil or whatever. Doesn't really matter. These go for like 1 gil. Okay. Put this up for sale. This goes for, I'm gonna sell this one for 95. Just discard this. I don't need that either. Hades weapon coffer. Hades weapon coffer. Why do I have... Oh, that's Horde weapon coffer. I'll throw that away. Okay. Put up for sale. Oh, these sell for a lot. I can make a lot of money. I can make some gil off of this. So I'm going to split these. Sell these individually. These are selling... Okay, well, someone's selling one for 99. So they're... But the next best one is like 450 for one. So I'm going to do 450. I'm just going to sell each one of these for 450 each. But yeah, I would say that, I don't know, like, what are you going to be playing on Dawntrail? Are you going to be playing through the story on one of the new jobs? Are you going to be playing on a healer class, a tank class? If you're playing as a healer and a tank, you're going to be in demand. You're going to be having insta-queues if you're going to be doing the story dungeons with other players. Otherwise, you can always use the trust system, which is what I think most DPS, what most Vipers and Pictomancers are going to do. Faded copy of Footsteps in the Snow. This one doesn't sell for anything, so just put that up there. Okay, so I've cleaned up 2 rows of inventory, so we should be good now. So now we can queue up for Royal City. Yeah, we gotta do Royal City. Here we go, next one. Queuing up a Sage gives me less than 5-minute queues. That's the trick, guys. Go in a 24-man as a healer if you don't want to wait around. I mean, tank can sometimes get insta-queue, but for 24-man, because you only need 3 tanks, the tank spots actually fill up pretty fast. So I think you have longer queues as a tank. I mean, I can test it real quick. But what I need to do is I need to look through my moveset and actually relearn what these moves do. Because I completely forgot how to play Sage. I will tell you guys, I mained Sage as a healer for Endwalker, for 6.0. And it was tough, like trying to figure out how to... Because I remember the hardest thing to learn was how to stack the shields properly in the right order for tanks that wanted to do really, really big pulls. The tanks that want to do the big pull, like pull 2-3 packs all the way to the wall, all the way to the boss door, you know, like having to deal with that and having to like keep the tank from dying as a Sage, and you don't have a whole bunch of regen, you don't have a lot of high potency cures. So, like, you have to do your shields properly, and you have to anticipate certain patterns of, like, when a pack of mobs are all gonna like attack at the same time. You're gonna do their big AOE spams, whatever, and that assumes the tank is playing properly. Because if the tank is just playing stupid, like they're not getting out of the AOEs when they pulled like 12 enemies. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that just makes them look like a scrub. So that's not on me. If they die because they're dumb and they didn't move out of the AoEs and I threw all my shields on them. But it was still challenging to figure out the right order for a lot of these moves. I'm trying to figure out. So this one, that one looks like a dot. What is this? This is a This one is the dot, isn't it? Oh, okay. This one's a dot. Restores HP to targets under the effect of Guardian. Yeah, see, that's kind of like... This is what I mean by the Sage is kind of like a Shadow Priest from WoW. Because you heal on damage. Like, your tank can basically passively heal from your... or when your dot deals damage to an enemy, you basically have lifesteal to the tank. So you're healing the tank while dealing damage to the enemy. So it has some moves that have that sort of mechanic built in. So and that's kind of like Vampiric Embrace from WoW Classic for those that played vanilla WoW, and if they played as a Shadow Priest, they know what I'm talking about. Okay, this move, what is this move called? Eucrasian, what is this? Eucrasian Diagnosis. Oh, that's okay, that's a passive. Or that's some kind of like Pneuma, what is this? Pneuma is my level 90. Where is that? That wasn't even, oh, that's right here. Okay. Deals unaspected damage. Oh, that has a 2-minute cooldown, so we're going to put this over here. Or we're going to put it over here. Eucrasia augments certain offensive and the... Oh, yeah, that's the one that's supposed to go here, I believe. Physis 2. Physis 2. Gradually restores own HP. That has a 60-second cooldown. So we're going to put that probably on 4. Restores HP of self and party members. Restores own HP of self and party members. Erects a Magitech barrier. This is a 2-minute cooldown. Heal. Increases healing potency. Okay, that we'll put that there. Deals unaspected damage to all enemies nearby. That looks like an AoE. Deals unaspected damage to all enemies in a straight line. To target and all enemies nearby. Grants 4 stacks of Solteria each. Restores own. Okay, Torocole. Okay. This one, cure. Okay, that's 5. That's my spam heal with 600 potency. And then Panheima is the big shield. That has a 2-minute cooldown. Put that over here. I guess I'll put that over there. Okay, I think we have things set up correctly now. What is this one? Oh, that's that one. Okay. I think I got it. Oh yeah, Haima, the shield. 5 stacks. Okay. Yeah, my Sage still has the Heidelin weapon from Endwalker, from the first set of the Extreme Primal fights, or Extreme Trial. So my Scholar actually is way better in the sense that I have better gear on my Scholar. Because I still know how to play Scholar. I don't know how to play this. So I just kind of let this job go to the wayside. But it should be not too hard to get it back up to speed. We still need 4 more healers, 6 more DPS, no, 7 more DPS, 4 healers, and 1 tank. See, so this is why, maybe queuing up as a DPS would be better for this. This one's gonna take a while though, it looks like. But anybody in the chat gonna be playing Shadow of the Erdtree? I guess Roller is. I don't know if Roller's still here. Roller was in earlier on. I'll be streaming my blind playthrough of Shadow of the Erdtree. Most of it. Probably not all of it, but most of it. At least the first day. Like Friday, we'll be streaming it. So we're going to be playing a lot of Shadow of the Erdtree. That's why I'm doing a lot of this stuff now. People are like, why are you playing Final Fantasy when you should be playing Elden Ring? Well, I can't play Shadow of the Erdtree, and I've done all the content in Elden Ring. So it's like, why, why bother? I don't want to burn myself out on base game before getting into the new areas. But that's why we do all the prep work now, so I don't have to deal with this game doing stuff next week. Because keep in mind, guys, the servers for Final Fantasy, they go offline for like 48 hours. So I think it's going to be Wednesday and Thursday of next week. The servers will be offline due to maintenance, because they always do a long maintenance before early access for an expansion. So if you don't get your stuff done, if you're going to be playing as Picto, and unless you don't care, and you're just going to level up, at your own pace, which is totally fine. Like, I don't have any problem with that. That's totally fine. But if you want to experience the chaos that is early access Dawntrail, you're going to want to do all your prep work for Pictomancer or Viper this week. And this is the perfect time to be doing it, because if you're someone who wants to play Elden Ring's DLC starting on Thursday evening, you might as well do your Endwalker stuff now and get it out of the way so you don't have to deal with it. I mean, that's how I'm doing it. So, but that's just me. So, 48 hours, you got a pre-farm now. Exactly. That's exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. I'm doing all the. That's why there's so many people in Idleshire right now. This area that I'm in the game typically is dead. There's literally nobody here normally. But the fact that there's all these other players, like this place is popping off right now with a ton of people. This makes me feel like I'm playing Heavensward. This is giving me like 2015 vibes right now. This is 2015 vibes with all these people in here. Look at this. Look at all these people. These people normally would never even be here. This place has been dead, population-wise, for like 7 years. But now, it's like everyone's doing prep work. Everybody's just going in, doing the thing, queuing up for all these various random things. That, what's her name, that Chloe wants you to do. She's the one. She's like, here, take my book, do these things, do your chores, and get all that out of the way. Okay. Now, I made that sound so dumb. People who don't play MMOs are like, what? That sounds awful. Doing chores in a game? Like, what? That's essentially what we're having to do. It sounds so sad. But that's basically what it is. You gotta do your Wondrous Tales, which is what this little book is that we got. Do your little 9 chores. Get it out of the way. And then everybody's hunky-dory and we're ready to go. Just use your developer to host your own server. Yeah, but then I can't play with the other people. Oh, you host it and then have the other people join? Wouldn't that just be a private server then? Whoa, what mount is that? I've never seen this one before. What is that? That's like a Zeus Centaur. But the fact that there's so many people here right now, this is a sign that people in the know what it's time to do. Like, everybody's like, everyone who's serious, they know that this is the day, and today and tomorrow are the days to do your prep work for Dawntrail. Because if you're going to be playing Shadow of the Erdtree, you're not going to be doing this weekend. You're not going to be logging in to Final Fantasy this weekend. I'm certainly not going to be doing that. So we gotta get this stuff out of the way now. Like, get all this farming out of the way quick. Someone needs to ready up. We're waiting on the 15th DPS to hit that ready button. You got to level 20. You're working your way up till Dawntrail. Well, you have 8 days. You have 8 days. You have 8 days because the servers will be down for 48 hours. Star Rail. What about Star Rail? Oh, the Star Rail banner? Man, I kind of quit Star Rail. I quit Star Rail because of this. I went back to Final Fantasy. Like, I have... Let's put it this way. I've got, like, 13,000 Primo Gems. I skipped Boot Hill completely. I'm not going to get Boot Hill. He's the first banner that I completely did not roll on. I have every other character in the game except Boot Hill. And Gallagher. But Gallagher's coming back, so I'm probably going to get him on whatever her name's banner is. Oh, what a waste. I'm capped on Poetics, and somebody's new, and we get bonus, and it's a complete waste. Oh well, here we go. 24-man raid, here we come. Where's my tank? I gotta put my thing on him. Alright, so that... I think that's right. Okay, did I put my dot on him? How do I get the dot on him? It doesn't do aspect damage over time? I thought this job had a dot. Did they get rid of it? I could have sworn... Oh, is it this one? Does Sage not have a dot? I thought Sage had a dot. Boot Hill's gone now. Firefly went up. Okay, I'll have to roll for her. Why are we supposed to stand in this? Are we supposed to have drenched on us? We're gonna get frozen though. I'm confused. I forgot how to do this fight. I haven't been in here in like 3 years. I'm just gonna put my big shield on, so no matter what, I live. I live through any AoE. That's the thing about healer. Some people are intimidated to play healer because they're afraid of causing people to die, and then people are gonna blame them. That's actually not the case. No one in this game actually has a pretty good community. No one's gonna like call you out if somebody dies. It's usually on the person who died if they die. But you try to keep them alive, obviously, as a healer. But you can always just spam heal yourself. Like if you screw up mechanics and you take damage, you just heal yourself. You just spam heal yourself back up to full health. Okay, I don't know where to go, guys. Where are we going? Where are we going? Okay. I just follow the group. Follow the group. You crazy? Okay. Oh, I remember now. You have to use this button for a lot of things. So I'm gonna make that number 4. That's my big AoE heal. Yeah, I haven't been playing Star Rail. So the real reason why is actually because of... am I supposed to get Breathless? I don't even know. What am I supposed to do? There. We just burned the boss down, so it's all good. Somebody disconnected too. That's funny. Yeah. The reason why I haven't been playing Star Rail is actually it has nothing to do with Final Fantasy, although more recently it does. It's actually because I started playing another game called Wuthering Waves, but I'm probably gonna quit that game after like a week from now. I'm probably gonna like quit Withering Waves. I basically replaced Star Rail with Withering Waves. So that's like the one gacha game that I play right now. But I'm probably going to go back to Star Rail. This is not an AoE. What's the big AoE? This? That's not an AoE either. Oh, is it this one? Cardia combined with Prognosis creates an AoE shield? Or is it a heal? Yeah, it's a heal. Okay. What's... Oh, my... I've got an AoE, too. I can always spam my AoE. The pink dot things. These things. Oh, there's a giant comet. There's a meteor. Ooh, everybody took a lot of damage from that. I should probably heal them. Hold on a second. I think I just figured out how to do... I just found the dot. We found the dot. Okay, you gotta press 4 plus 1. It's a combo. I relearned how to do my dot. Okay, I knew Sage had a dot. I was like, there's no way that this healer has no dot compared to all the other healers. It's hidden away behind a button combo. That's why Sage is the hardest healer to play. Because its dot is hidden behind a button combo, and it doesn't have a lot of regen. It's mostly shield. It's shield-based healing. I like how you can queue up moves and there's no timer on them for expiration. So I can basically wait. Did I put... Okay, that's not my tank. Where's my tank? So wait, this is a single heal? Oh, okay. I need to get this one. There was a click thing. What was that? I think I'm getting targeted by the AoE. Somebody died. Let me get him up. I'm getting him up. Yeah, this healer job is actually pretty fun. This is the sort of job, because it's harder to play, it's more rewarding. If that makes sense. Like, mastery of a difficult to play job, I think it's always gonna be more rewarding to play effectively. Okay, that's gonna fall forward, so we're good. Man, all this AoE spam, though. So we got more people that died. Get that guy up. We got another one that's down. A Reaper's dead. Trying to get him up. Trying to cast Igerio. I gotta keep myself alive, though, because... Man, people keep dying. Why do these people in my group just keep dying? They go from full health to, like, 0. There's no way for me to keep them up ahead of time. They just straight up die due to some mechanics that they're failing. Yeah, this raid definitely is more challenging than... Whoa, I almost died there myself. The monk needs healing. I put big shields on him. I put 5 stacks of shields on that monk, so he's not gonna die. The other thing too is for those who play Dota, if you're familiar with Pudge's hook, the healer job has one of those moves. I have an ability called Rescue. So, like, for example, if I wanted to pull this dude... Oh, well, the fight's over, so I can't... there's no reason to do it now. And it has a 3-minute cooldown. But you can basically hook one of your allies toward you. So, for example, if someone's gonna die to an AoE... You can literally hook them to you so that they're safe. You can pull them over to you. Just basically Scorpion's get over here. Healers have the get over here move for Mortal Kombat. I really want to see the Sage get a giant shield thing that stays on the field. Because as far as I know, they don't have any field move. Like, hold on, what does this do? No, that's a damage move? Oh, that's an AoE damage move. Yeah, but thanks for reminding me that Boot Hill's gone. I'm gonna have to log in and roll for Firefly. Now we're going into the cool part of this area. For those that played Final Fantasy XII, or the, I think Tactics as well, this is very heavily Final Fantasy XII influenced. This whole place, it's like the sewers in the royal city of Rabanastre. So it's basically the Final Fantasy XII place. There's 3 different paths, depending on which group you're in. So I'm in group A. There's A, B, and C. So A has a certain path they have to go. B has a certain path, and C has a certain path. And you can see, like, the others. See how they're kind of... There's one group way down there, and there's one over there. We have to get through this labyrinth. Man, the verticality of this area is pretty cool, but this just makes me want to play Shadow of the Erdtree so bad. This looks like the sort of area that you would explore in Shadows of the Erdtree, because of the verticality of the level design. Alright, we're waiting on the other group. So the group over there, they don't have enough people over here or something. And then we emerge in this underground area. I remember when Orbone Monastery was new. That quickly became like the hardest 24-man for a long time. I think it wasn't until the Puppets Bunker in Shadowbringers that there was a newer, more difficult 24-man raid. I shielded that guy. I shielded him. He didn't take any. He barely took any damage because of that. He's activating Crush Weapon. Trample. I think he's gonna go. Yeah, okay, I'm going way out here. We're gonna avoid the chariots. Gonna do chariot spam. Funny, people were telling me to play Sage, press the blue button. Like, that's all you need. Press the blue button. That's what they would tell me. So what did I do? I put a shield on everybody just now. Alright, I want to go and do this one, because I have a feeling we're not going to have enough people in this one. Alright, we gotta split up into 3 groups. Ouch. That wasn't nice. Oh, he's gonna slam down. The Paladin's facing the wrong way. He's behind us. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. The Paladin put that shield up facing forward, and the boss comes up behind us. And back attacks everybody. Are we supposed to stand in those? I forgot what we're supposed to do with that. I guess we're supposed to avoid those. I'm not sure why I got clipped by that. I thought I was out of the way. Okay, that one for sure I'm out of the way. Oh, I got bound. I got caught, but luckily I'm outside of the thing. So that's what they do. If you step in those things, you basically get bound. You can't move. So you could take massive AoE damage and potentially get killed. Oh, I got bound again. We have to get all those dark circles. Ouch. Whoa! Alliance C, literally all of them died, except for 2. Both healers are down. Okay. Do I have this? What does this even look like? Hold up. What does this outfit look like? Whatever, I'm just gonna greet it. Nobody wanted none of that stuff. They just like, okay, whatever. Everyone passed for it except me. I guess people don't like the armor from this dungeon. Or this raid.
It is to be a fight then.
This is the final boss. This is one that has that really weird song. Or it's who's that? There's like a oh.
Does it grieve you to see the depths of your own weakness laid bare?
This is a good way to relearn Sage on this in this content because you have an alternate healer and it's not very high stakes. This is 24 man, doesn't matter, you know, like. So this is a good way to relearn the job. Because I think I'm mostly remembering how to play. Starting to remember my moves. I remember a lot of it revolved around Eucrasia. Now I know what they mean when they say press to play Sage, you press the blue button. It's Eucrasia. It's the skill that it's a blue icon. Now I know what they mean. That's where all your moves are. All of the moves are hidden behind that one blue button. I don't know if they plan to change the way this job works or what. The boss keeps saying he's Revelation. Keeps saying I'm Revelation. He said it again. I am Revelation. And he keeps casting. Oh, now I gotta look away from. Wait, no, I don't look. Don't look. I gotta look away from him. Oh, wait, why did I take a bunch of damage? It said don't look at him. I looked away. Oh, maybe it's like don't look, because it was like a no sign. People have confusion status on them. Here, I'll make it easy. There. We're gonna need somebody to go in this one. What the? How did I get turned into a chicken? What? How did that happen to me? Alright, and that was that. We had 4 new people that have never done this before. Wait, I don't have any of these orchestration roles? I have that one. I don't have these 2, though. Hold up, what does this look like? This is just regular pants. Just get them for the glamour. I think I have these gloves. I don't have the gloves either. What? All this healer gear literally just dropped. So much healer gear just dropped. I can need on all of it. I'm gonna pass the card. I can glamour that if I want to look like I'm from Final Fantasy 12. Okay, and I got 3 commendations from that. Alright, so that is the level 70 raid. So now I just need to do 2 more things and then we're done. One of them is a deep dungeon. Or I can do level 50, 60, 90, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Let's do level 90. There. That'll be easy. And then the last one I'll do is a deep dungeon. That'll probably be it for the stream. Oh, this one. Alright, we're gonna be playing as Gunbreaker. We'll be tanking as Gunbreaker. Hey, I got a sage healing me. Speaking of sage... So we got what? We got a Sage, and we have a Reaper and a Red Mage. This Griffin's name is Albus Griffin. Is that supposed to be a Harry Potter reference? Albus Griffin? Albus Dumbledore? And Griffins were a thing in the Harry Potter, in the wizarding world? Is this as far as it goes? I can't remember. Let's do a bigger pull. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna go here. Don't hit my healer. Alright, here we go. First boss of 3. Man, that Reaper has a fully leveled up relic from Endwalker. He has the strongest weapon in the game for the Reaper. Soon it won't be the strongest weapon, though, after, like, 2 weeks from now. There's a Stampede coming through. Stampede. You gotta love those Sage big shields. The Sage's got some big shields. Right slam. Knock on ice. I think we're gonna go over here, right? Is he gonna do something with the ice? I forget. Whoop. Yeah, you gotta get over here. Get behind the thing, get behind the thing. Roar of Albion. Call of the Mountain. These are all like Pulp Fiction reference with the name, the writing. Left slam. Get on the right side of him, guys. Dude. I'll keep him up. I shielded him just in time. I shielded that guy just in time. I shielded that red mage so he didn't die. He's gonna take massive damage. I think he actually would have survived, but he would take a lot of damage. Right slam, guys. Uh-oh. Get away from me, get away from me. Alright. Do I need this? No. Whatever, just greet it, I guess. Nobody wants it. I greet it and nobody cares. It's like, whatever. Oh, somebody else did actually greed roll. This is kind of a weird angle. Camera angle's kind of odd here. It's hard to see the HP bars. Maybe I should move everybody. Why are they hitting the healer? They shouldn't be hitting the healer. This is what 4K looks like, though, for those wondering. Like, this is how the game looks at 4K native. That's why everything looks so small. All right, second boss out of 3. Galatea Magna. Alright, here we go. Waxing cycle. Whoa, that was quick. Soul Scythe. I have a feeling we're gonna have to go close to her. Soul Nebula? Is that gonna be behind her, in front of her, or what is that gonna be? I think just go here. Oh! Whoa! X pattern. Oh boy. Okay, you guys take that one. I'm gonna take. Everybody split up. Go to that one. Go to that one. Everybody look away from each other. Oh. Waning cycle. Or is she saying circle? Soul Scythe. Soul Nebula. Oh boy. Okay, we got 1. It's gonna be X pattern, 2 in the middle. So 3. I think stand here, right? 1, 2. Oh, okay. 3. Oh, 4, and then just stand here. Somebody take those. Okay. Alright, again, everybody look away. Oh, I took that one. I messed up. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking over at the chat and I didn't see the AoE. Some of this gear I could... Is this the... Oh, this is only 605. Never mind. I don't need any of this stuff. I think everything I have is above 600 now. Maybe my physical range, like my machinist, might have some use for that gear. I'm just doing a big pull. Speed run through all of this. Alright, final boss time. Final Fantasy IV music. This is the Final Fantasy IV boss theme. Alright.
I've been waiting so long. Don't
Stygian Deluge. I don't know what that does. Oh, it's okay. That's what it does. Antiluvum. Oh, he's doing. Which one's gonna go first? Can't tell which way he's going first. This one. Oh, okay. I got that lucky. First side. What do we do? Oh boy. Oh boy, get over here. We need big shields. What do we do? I don't know what to do here. Oh boy. Yeah, that was the Final Fantasy IV boss theme. See, that's what I mean. Like, if you're a fan of the Final Fantasy series, and Final Fantasy has always had good music. I'm gonna give that comp to the healer, because the healer did really, really good there. Wanderous Tales duty complete. Yeah, I got one more to do, and then we're done. See how easy it is? I mean, that's basically your weekly right there. Alright. That was a good group. Yeah, so this dude, so if you played Final Fantasy IV, the story mode from the time you finish Endwalker, which is this current game, to the leading up to Dawntrail, basically they use a lot of what was in Final Fantasy IV to tell the story. So, for example, the 4 Archfiends, the Fire Fiend, the Wind, the Earth, and the Water. So this one was the Water one. So you basically fight the 4 Archfiends from Final Fantasy IV. So we just defeated the Water Archfiend. That's what this guy was. So this is a story dungeon, level 90 that we just did. I got 3 everybody gave the combination to me. I guess I did a good job as a tank, but I feel like the healer did a better job, actually. Okay. So now, I only need to do one more thing. Probably the fastest thing for me to do would be to queue up for a level 50 dungeon or one of these. But I'm going to actually do something different. I'm going to go and do the deep dungeon and see if that counts. So we're actually going to teleport over to Mordona and try to queue up for Deep Dungeon, or for the Eureka Orthos. I want to see, and we're going to be playing as a Dragoon, because I need to level the Dragoon. Let me see, actually, if the Party Finder has it, I can go in from there. Hopefully there's people doing Eureka Orthos due to the Wanderous Tales. Otherwise, I'm gonna just, if the queue time is more than 5 minutes, I'm just gonna skip this and we're gonna queue up for one of the other dungeons. And then we'll just do that, and then I'm pretty much done for the stream. But that is my preparation for the Dawntrail expansion. This is what it consists of. Get all this out of the way so I can just play Shadow of the Erdtree this weekend. Alright, let's see. It seems like there's some people around. There's not a whole lot of people, though. So we're gonna reset. Floor 21. Enter with a matched party. It says less than 5 minutes. Let's see if that's actually true. Let's see if there's people that are actually running this. If there's people that are not doing this, I can always do Palace of the Dead as a Astrologian, Dark Knight, or Gladiator. Or I could, well, I could also use Samurai. I can go in as a Samurai or an Archer, but I would prefer not to do that. Doga and Une. This is Final Fantasy 3 themed. This area, Crystal Tower. So like I said, like this game, if someone's a really big fan of Final Fantasy, the series, they get a lot of Easter eggs out of playing this game in particular. Because the developers of the game, they lean heavily into the lore, well, not the lore, but they lean heavily into the Final Fantasy franchise for the MMO. And this is one of the things that I think has allowed Final Fantasy XIV to have a lot of staying power over the years compared to your typical MMO like Guild Wars 2, Terra, all those Korean MMOs, Black Desert Online, Bless Unleashed, you know, etc. Those games have kind of fallen off into obscurity. Even Elder Scrolls Online has not really seen the level of success that this game and World of Warcraft have. And I think part of that is because even though Elder Scrolls has a lot of good lore, it just doesn't have that history that Final Fantasy has and the Blizzard World of Warcraft or the Warcraft franchise has. And I think those are sort of the things, those are sort of the key metrics that determines an MMO's success long term. Because, like, I'll use PAX Day as an example. That game is in early access as of today. So if you look that game up on Steam, you'll see that this game called PAX Day, unfortunately, from what I have seen of the gameplay, it's basically dead on arrival as far as I'm concerned. It's, unless you like sandbox survival based games and you couple that with an MMO structure, then you might find that game interesting. But I feel like the MMO genre is so different from the survival genre that I just don't know how viable it is. Especially when the storyline is either minimal or non-existent, and there's really nothing to draw the player in. Like, there's nothing to make them feel like there's a sense of wonder or awe in the game world. And I think that's why a lot of these MMOs, these modern MMOs, they struggle to grasp that. Man, the queue time on this is pretty long. I've been in here for 3 minutes. It says less than 5 and there's like nobody. Where is anybody running this? There's somebody running Delubre Regina. I would actually run that if I had to. I'm surprised nobody's doing any of the mount farming this evening. It seems like everyone's just doing their chores. Because I was getting insta queues for those dungeons. I might actually just do one of these and just forget about this. I don't know why Eureka Orthos is so dead. Usually, if you're doing Palace of the Dead or Heaven on High, you get insta-queue. But for this, it's like always dead for some reason. And this is the newest one. I don't understand. People say it's a lack of rewards. I kind of think it's because everyone's running Boja. See, the deadline for this book is July 2nd. And that, I believe, is a day before Dawntrail releases. But we'll be turning this in on the 28th of June. I'm not one to procrastinate, so I'm gonna, like, this is the first day that it's available. June 28th is too late. So, and you basically can't play the game on the 26th and the 27th because of the maintenance. The servers will be down. So technically I have a week. I have from the 18th until the 25th to do this. But I figure why waste my time doing this when I want to play Shadow of the Erdtree? So I'm just gonna do it now, right? So I mean that's my way of doing things. I guess I'm just somebody who doesn't procrastinate in general. So let's get it done. Yeah, this is taking too long. So I'm gonna probably queue up for a level 50 dungeon because it'll be easy. If I queue up for level, the problem is there's no guarantee that I'll get 61 to 69 or 81 to 89. So I'm just gonna queue up. I'm gonna do duty for the level 50 as a tank, I guess. Or actually, hold on. Yeah, it's a little bit suboptimal. I could queue as Dragoon. I'm not gonna get a lot of EXP. The alternative is to switch over to Samurai or one of the level 30 jobs and run Palace of the Dead. Because that I know I'll get queues. This is, I don't know, this might not happen. Alright, I'm gonna step away for a minute. I'm gonna hope that I don't get the queue while I'm away, because if you're away, if you're AFK and the thing pops and you don't get it, I think you have like 50 seconds. You basically lose your spot in line if the 50 seconds go and you're not there to accept it. Okay, it looks like I walked away and came back and it's still not happening. So I guess we're not doing this. Unless it shows up in Party Finder. I would rather do it on Dragoon because you'll probably get queues. I mean, you'll probably get a group, but unfortunately that's probably not going to happen. So while I'm in here, I'm going to go... Let's go try the Ruby Sea. See if there's anybody over here. Or let's see if I can get in at level 70. Man, this place looks completely dead. This one I'm maxed out. Alright, well, hold on. What level do you have to be? I guess we're not doing that then. That's too long. Yeah, that's 9 minutes. Alright, we're out. Let's try... Do I have Samurai? Oh boy, I'm missing gear. I sold some of my gear on accident for Samurai. Alright, and I don't even remember how to play as Samurai. Like, this is... Dude, I have not played as Samurai in so many years that there are moves on my hotbar that don't even exist anymore. like they were removed from the game. That shows how long it's been since I played as this job. And apparently, yeah, I've never used this job on Threadripper because, like, it doesn't recognize, like, so many things don't exist. Let's see, can I even get in? What? You can get in at level 70? 19-minute wait time? Okay, well, that's not happening. Unfortunately, that's not happening. So, we are going to switch to... what do I have here? Dark Knight? Astrologian? We're gonna switch to Astrologian. Again, I don't have any of the moves on the hotbar. This is terrible. There's moves that don't exist anymore. Stella, I completely forgot that they even had that. This is the job that you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Because you're basically drawing cards from a deck and you're healing with a bunch of RNG. Well, not exactly. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it's interesting to say the least. What? Okay. I gotta put the moves on the thing. Wait a minute, why is there a group prepared for that? Hold on, I need to switch back to Samurai because there might actually be people that are running this. Even though the queue time is so bad. I gotta fix my Samurai hotbar. Merciful Eyes. Diversion. Goad. What? Invigorate. Man, that was removed from the game a long time ago. Combo action, let's see, where's the... Meditate. Third Eye. Reduces the amount of damage taken. What is this? Delivers an attack with a potency to all nearby enemies. That's like an AoE move. Delivers an attack with a potency... Delivers an attack with a potency to all enemies. Gradually increases. Okay, we need to get some of the moves on here. Iaijutsu. That one is... Okay, that's already there. What is this? That's number 2? Third Eye. Reduces the amount of damage. This is the ranged move. This is the some other move, Fuga. What is that? That's some other move. This is... What is this? Oh, that's an AoE. Kasha. Why does it say average wait time 22 minutes, but there's like 2 out of 4 people already queued for this? Whereas I waited 9 minutes for the other one and nobody queued for that one. Yukikaze. This one is another one of the... Oh, that's down there. Hagakure. This one converts this. Okay, this is a new one. Increases the Kenki gauge by 50. Can only be used while in combat. Well, that's this move. The level 90 move. Ogi Namikiri. Fuko. This one is Fuga. So that's a trans... Okay. Shohatsu, what is that? That's a new one. That's an AoE move. I guess we'll figure it out as we go. They don't seem like they have that many moves. Oh, this move. Execute up to 3 weapon skill combos without meeting combo requirements. This job has like no raid utility. It's just all DPS. This is a very selfish job. Oh, wait, that's already there. Okay, well that's Samurai. I fixed my Samurai hotbar. Wait, why is this down here? Okay, that's Samurai. It's taking forever, so we're gonna go to Palace of the Dead. Because that one is probably still alive. These all seem kind of dead. I haven't played Samurai since like 2018, 2019. That's how long it's been since I've tried the Samurai. I basically played it in Stormblood when it was new, and then I switched to Monk, and I never touched Samurai ever again. Alright, we are going to get out of this. And I guess I'm gonna play as an Astrologian. Which is a healer. I gotta put all my moves on my hotbar. What is this? Oh, that's the dot. This is the draw from the deck of cards. This is to undraw. This is to play the card. Where's the redraw? Redraw is this one. Do it like that. Aspected Helios. That's Helios. Aspected Helios. Gravity. Divination. Sinistry. I guess that one we'll put over here. Collective Unconscious. Earthly Star. Celestial Opposition. The Malefic ones, I think, automatically update themselves as you level up. Minor Arcana needs to go here. Horoscope needs to go there. Neutral. Exaltation. And Macrocosmos. Or, what was the one that I used to put over there? Maybe that's like I don't remember. Celestial Interact. Okay, that one. Okay, why do I have a missing spot? Oh, light speed. Oh no, that's already there. So I don't know what... Okay, I guess I'll move this move here? Or put Helios there? I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something, though. I feel like one of my moves... Oh, Astrodyne. That's what it is. Okay, this needs to go here. Astrodyne, I want that there. Macrocosmos can go there. Okay. Okay, I think that's everything. Alright, let's try Astrologian in Palace of the Dead. Let's see if this one is alive. Because the other ones, those two were dead. Let's see if I can actually get... So this one says less than 5 minutes. Now, Eureka Orthos also said less than 5 minutes. So we'll see if this actually works. So we'll draw from the deck of cards. I draw from my deck. Spire drawn. Okay. I activate my trap card. Spire. This makes me realize that I didn't really play a lot of games on my third-person PC. The fact that all those buttons were not mapped. I think we may end up running a level 50 dungeon. I may just end up picking one. Do I have to do a specific one, though? Complete the following. It just says deep dungeons, so I guess it can be any of the three. Come on, Palace of the Dead. Out of the three of them, I think Palace of the Dead is my favorite. It's the oldest deep dungeon. Okay, while that's waiting, let me fix my Dark Knight's moves. Wow, Dark Knight's also a mess. Power Slash? That hasn't been in the game in like 7 years. What is this? Reprisal? That's low blow. They changed some of those moves. Blood Weapon, I think is, okay, that's still in the game. Spinning Slash, Shadow Skin, Scourge. Hard Slash, Siphon Strike. Unmen, isn't that a ranged move? Soul Eater. Flood of Darkness. That's an AoE. Shadow Wall. Okay, actually, let's put the roll. So Rampart, Low Blow, Provoke, Arm's Length, Reprisal, Shirk, Interject. I think this is the right order. I forget how I do these. I typically try to put all these tank moves on in the same spot. So if I'm playing as any tank, doesn't matter which one, they all have kind of the same moveset. Plunge, Blood Splitter. What is this? Blood Splitter. Oh, that's this move, I think. Yeah. Abyssal Drain. Salted Earth. Oh. Here we go. Palace of the Dead. Going in. I haven't been in Palace of the Dead in forever. Probably 5 years. It's always interesting to revisit some of this old content after not having done it in so long. We need a fourth person to ready up. Someone went to go use the bathroom. And they're probably going to lose their spot. Or they're AFK. Okay, they came back just in time. Alright, Palace of the Dead. Haven't been here in so long. Alright, for those wondering, this has its own leveling system, separate from the rest of the game. I think this is the thing, yeah. Oh! Landmine almost killed us. This place is full of traps. Like, you could die to random things. This is Tomb Raider. They basically took Tomb Raider and they put it into the game. Because we're going into catacombs. Still need to kill something. Get this guy. This is one strategy. This is the strategy that I wanted to do. But because Eureka, which is very similar to this that we're doing right now, is so dead, I don't think it's a viable strategy. I'm hoping that things change in early access and people figure out that, hey, deep dungeons are a legitimate way to power level your new jobs to 90 rather than running Boja the whole time. Why do I have vulnerability up? What the? Oh, you know what I'm missing? I don't have my regen. Where's my regen? I think I'm missing one of my main moves. Essential Dignity? Wait, hold on, what? Oh, this is it. Aspected Benefit. Okay, so this move needs to be there. And then Helios is gonna go here, I guess. And Macrocosmos can go, like, on here. Okay, there we go. I knew something was missing. I was like, something feels weird. It's always good to have some of these jobs available to level. Unless you're just super hardcore and you have every single job in the game max level, which is totally doable. But someone like me, I don't play the game too much anymore unless it's like, unless the expansion's new. So I'm basically somebody who goes off season, on season for this game. This year is an on season, next year is an off season. So I won't be regularly playing this next year. Why did this guy... Oh, does he want the thing? Oh, okay. Oh, there's a lot of, yeah, you got, okay. He's going for the accursed horde. He's trying to farm the stuff. For the minions and things. Where'd he go? Oh. Uh-oh, Mimic. A Mimic. Burn it down. Alright. I draw from my deck. So they've got, like, cards, like, drawing cards to fight and stuff. And then now they're adding, like, painting pictures. You're fighting with painting pictures. That's gonna be the Pictomancer. That'll be the new caster. A lot of people are calling that Black Mage 2.0. I mean, we'll see. I plan to play as it. At least for the base game. For base Dawntrail. I don't know if I'm gonna play... I don't know if I'll like it more than Black Mage. Because Black Mage is still my favorite caster. It's just very rewarding to play at a high level. What is this? Oh, we have too many rage. Yeah, we got too many. I'm going to transform into a Manticore. Oh, wait. Whoops. Someone already did it. Whatever. It's okay. I feel like this is the only deep dungeon that still is regularly run by a lot of people, because this is, you use this dungeon typically to level from 50 to 60, and then from 60 to 70 you can do Heaven on High, although there's alternatives. Like you can do Eureka, Pagos, all that stuff, Baldestian Arsenal, which some people still run that. But then, so that's the main reason why Heaven on High is kind of dead, but as far as I remember, there's still a lot of people that run it. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Alright, let's go. This guy is on, dude. Is this thing Macrocosmos? No, that's something else. Oh, we got the elevator music. The Great Google Library theme. This sounds like elevator music. Is this person like halfway AFK? They're probably talking to people in their Discord channel or something. Kind of like how I was talking to people on stream during 24-man. Although in 4-man, in this sort of content, I would try to stay with the group because I think it seems a little bit kind of rude to stand around. Where's the... You know what? What am I doing? We have this. Like, just get this out of the way. We have the Manticore. Oh, great, it wore off. What? How are we getting all these random ads? This is the final floor. After this floor is the boss. Okay. Wanderous Tales journey complete. We are going to give that to the Black Mage because the tank was kind of annoying because she kept like running into walls and like staying away from the group, making it take longer. All right, that should be it. There we go, and I got 4 in a row, and we're done. That means I can claim these things. I'll do that later. And we're done. That's it. Now we're ready. We are ready for Dawntrail Early Access next Friday on the 28th of June. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming that. I mean, that grind. Maybe, because it's so mind-numbingly boring that there'll be nothing for me to do except sit there and just talk to chat the whole time. We have to get through, unfortunately, all the grindy, boring part to get to the actual story and the good part. Because I'm wanting to play as a new job. It wouldn't be a problem if I was going to play as, like, one of the current jobs, but because I want to experience the story on a new job, I'm going to level the new job first. So that's going to be what we're going to do. So that's it. That's Wanderous Tales. That's how you prepare for Dawntrail if you want to play optimally as a Viper or Pictomancer on the 28th of June. So I'm probably going to end the stream. The only other thing I'll say is if you are planning to play Dawntrail, and if you are on the Aether Data Center, or Aether Data Center, you can join me in doing Boja content. If you want, we can group up and go do Boja spam for like 5 hours or whatever, however long it takes. I'm going to basically log in and keep playing until I hit level 90, no matter what, because if you log out, you're going to have to deal with login queues, probably. I don't think it's going to be that bad compared to last time, because last time they needed to upgrade the infrastructure, the server infrastructure, to alleviate the login queue problems that they had, but they did fix a lot of that, and that's not really a problem now. But I think come next week, or I guess, yeah, next week, if there is a problem with people logging in, it will manifest pretty quick next week, because I think there's going to be a lot of people that are resubbing to the game for Dawntrail. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thanks again, everybody, for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Either, I don't know if we're going to be streaming Elden Ring tomorrow, but we're going to be doing Tech Thursdays, as we always do, and then from there, we're going to go into Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. So if you want to see Shadow of the Erdtree and you don't care about spoilers, because either you don't play Elden Ring, or you are going to be playing alongside me around the same time, then stay tuned for that. We're going to be doing a lot of that on Friday this weekend. So catch you guys then. Until then, take care, and I will see you on Thursday. Thanks.